I am an early riser through and through, but I used to not always be that way. So, welcome to a 4 a.m. morning in my life as a wife, business owner, and bodybuilder. And throughout the little vlog, I guess you can say, I'm going to be giving you some little pointers, some cute little tips and tricks for you to also help yourself become more of a morning person. Now, before I even jump into any sort of thing, I'm going to tell you, stop trying to change everything at once. That is exactly how people never get the things that they are looking for, because they try to do so much at once, and it's unrealistic. So do yourself a favor, pick 1 to 2 things that are going to move your needle forward with the things that I'm talking about today. My first tip is to recognize that your morning starts the night before. Now, what do I mean by this? I mean, you need to get to bed at an earlier time, so start winding down sooner. What are some things that you can do to help start winding down sooner? Maybe don't plug your phone in next to you while you sleep. You could see in the earlier clip that I was going to grab my phone because I do not sleep with it in the bedroom. I keep it in a different room and I use my Garmin as my alarm clock. I just did an hour upstairs. I forgot to stop or restart my watch, which is like the worst feeling, is when like these only go in like 30-minute intervals and I forgot to start my watch. So it says I only did 41 minutes, but I did 60, and then we have 10 minutes post training today, which we have legs. So I finished this book, The Four Agreements. So good. Very quick read. I need to find another read. I think I'm going to read more of like a health book. I might read Rushing Women's Syndrome again, just in coaching, since that's the type of client I have. It's like women who don't know how to freaking invest. I'm debating if I should pose right now. I think I might pose for a little bit. I just have a call in an hour and 53 minutes. Call, walk, make my husband breakfast, make myself breakfast, Bible time, journal, and then call. One thing that you will always catch me doing, especially during prep, is posing right after cardio. I do anywhere from 10 to about 20 minutes worth of posing. I will take videos, look back, and watch the tape. And then also, by the way, that's my posing coach. Please hit her up. I send all of my clients to her. I use it for my stuff. I have people coming up to me all the time in the gym saying, oh my gosh, your posing is so good, your transitions are great, who's your posing coach? That is her. Please look her up. But anyway, I do all my posing right after cardio. I habit stack it, so I make sure that I get it done that way. Okay, come on. Come on. Man, I don't know if this is just me or if I'm just a little special. When I say that when I go for my walks now, I feel like I'm literally frying my brain off. I don't like wearing AirPods anymore. It's funny, but it's not, because it's a real thing. Anyway, we're now making the hubby some coffee and breakfast as well as myself. So, as I was talking about earlier, guys, your morning routine starts the night before. So doing things that are going to support you while you sleep, such as getting off your freaking phone. Literally, when I say plug it in somewhere else, please, just for the love, plug it in somewhere else. Start reading a book instead. That is going to help you fall asleep and therefore be more well rested. I don't need to go into the science of just the blue light side of things, and also the stimulation of what it does for you to keep you more awake. It disrupts sleep and, results in you just feeling crappy essentially in the morning. But do yourself a favor, honor yourself, get a real alarm clock. Before I realized that my Garmin even had something on, its settings to be able to vibrate to wake me up, I had a legitimate alarm clock Yeah, because those still exist in today's day and age. This next one is a lot easier said than done, but it is to stop negotiating with yourself. You need to think of ways to be able to create so much pain around the idea of not keeping your word. That alone helped me literally jump out of bed. I cannot stand the thought of not keeping my word, especially to myself, and not being a person that I know I can rely on or even respect for that matter, because how can I respect myself if I can't even keep my word to myself? So just thinking about creating a degree of pain in order for you to follow through, because we are driven by either pain or pleasure as humans, and that pain is going to drive you to get out of bed when you would much rather stay in your bed and where it's warm, and just sleep for a little bit longer. And then next thing you know, you are falling behind and rushing throughout your day and running like a chicken with its head cut off. Alrighty, I'll be honest, sometimes it is so tempting, especially to like sit down in this little office area here, to just jump into work, but we're not going to do that. We're going to actually read the word here, do my little prayer journal, read the word, and focus on the task at hand. Just know that sometimes as a Christian, like, you don't want to do the disciplines. You do not. I mean, same thing with fitness. You don't want to do it, but you still do it anyway. And guess what? You're glad that you did. So, anyway, we're going to get into it. I need to check on my husband because usually he's awake and he very much is not. Another thing I found to be very helpful is to move back your wake up times incrementally. And for me, this was helpful because my coach actually, as he adds on more cardio, then I'm going to need more time in the morning. So I will slowly, incrementally move my wake up time slower and slower back. I did not start waking up right at 4 a.m. in the morning. That is completely unrealistic. It was a very slow process where I started at, let's say, like 6, and then 5:45, then 5:30, and then 5:15, then 5 o'clock, then 4:45. And that is what helped me. It was a gradual thing. And my body adapted to it, honestly, pretty well. Do things in your morning to remove friction. So what do I mean by this? For example, I go straight to the gym right upon waking, and I have a husband, so he's asleep during that time. He is not a morning person. So what do I do to help both of us out? I set out my gym clothes in the morning so I can just put them on and then get skedaddling out of the door. Also, another little golden nugget or hack for those of you who don't have a regular alarm or even a Garmin, plug your phone in across the room. That way it's loud and you need to literally jump out of bed in order to turn it off to refrain from waking anybody else up and being too loud.
3, because now we have, so.
Wow.
He actually wasn't walking. I'm just like, oh, yeah.
Wild.
It's a lot, and you stay busy. It's not like,
It is now 10:30 and I have been working since 7:30. So it's been about 3 hours now. Crazy to even say. And I started on a load of laundry and I am now going to go to the gym shortly. As you can see, our crazy messy garage. Honestly, a really good day. I had a really good call with a prospect that might sign. So I am just so excited for her to work with in coaching. I just feel so fulfilled with this. It doesn't even feel like it's my job, which sounds bonkers to even say. I'm just grateful to be living in a life that I never ever expected to be living. It is my hope and prayer that one day I could work with Gymshark. I've wrote in my journal for years now. When I say years, I'm meaning like when I still live back in Wisconsin in 2023. So, and it's 2026. And we've been away from home for almost a year now, and it would be such a blessing to work with Gymshark one day. I love their stuff. Most of my gym clothes are from there. Obviously, I mean, I'm wearing Gymshark right now. I have my little top from First Form. We're gonna go hit a gnarly leg day. We got, actually, now before I forget, I'm gonna take my pump now because I have been forgetting to take my pump shot. So this is called Alpha Surge. I love this thing. I will say, I don't know what happened to this container though. It's like leaky, but I just take one little shot's worth of this, and it's so fun because literally every time I do it, okay, I don't drink, I'm sober, but this is fun to do a little. I call it athlete's alcohol. And then other little things. This is considered a fridge steak. Ooh, nice and crisp little thing. So it's good, but I think pink slush would have been better. Anything of these like Alani slush line, give it to me. Maybe don't give it to me if there's a mouse in it, but give it to me. I also made an order from Thrift Books, and I'm so excited. So my husband's best friend is reading a book. He's also one of my assistant coaches, fun fact, but his name is Mason. I admire him a ton, just in the sense that like he's always on the self-development train. He's been so passionate about just helping people, mentorship for literally as long as I've known him. And he posted about this book, and I've been needing new books anyways because I just finished The Four Agreements on the stairs this morning. Such a great book if you have not read it. Super quick read. And one of my biggest dreams is having like a giant library. I love hand or like actual paperback books. I do have a little Kindle, and I used it for a bit. I don't use it a whole ton anymore because I just prefer this. So honestly speaking, I might sell my Kindle. Oops, that's that. So I'm already, guys, don't judge me, okay? Usually I switch and change out of things now at this point, but I was just like go this morning. I felt like I was running a little behind. So we did stay in my little set, but we're gonna hit a gnarly leg day. We got the Hoka slides on because I like lifting without shoes most of the time. Let me know in the comments if you do that too. I just think it's best. And then from there, I actually want to double check. I know that I have chicken. I have sweet potatoes. Anything. I don't need to go to the grocery store. I do, however, I think I was going to make Tuesday. So I do Taco Tuesday for the hubby. We're going to put this in the sink. We're going to make some fun shrimp tacos for him tonight. And he actually took his own little lunch. There we go. Adjusting my face. I think that's all that we need to do in terms of going out. I just want to check on my list. So I always do like a little list here. We're doing good. We're doing great. We had lots of work. Our calendar is jam-packed. What a freaking blessing. And I don't have anything on the calendar until 4 o'clock tonight. And I need to actually check and see if I have my little church group tonight. All good. I'm finally getting caught up on messages, which is such a blessing because, man, I was on the struggle bus before with messaging and getting back on that. But my messages are down and Instagram DMs are getting caught back up with. I try not to go longer than 3 days without replying to messages. It's just a blessing to have such an awesome community because I just love you guys. And if I have time today outside of like cleaning and stuff, because we're in our house professionally clean tomorrow because it's an Airbnb, I might film a podcast. And now we are in the little leg day portion of today's video. So starting us off strong, we got some hip thrusts. I love using the machines because I don't have to work as hard to set it up. You can see that my shins are not parallel here. Usually I advise having a parallel or 90-degree angle between your shin and your thigh. But for me, I really, really do struggle with glute engagement, and that is where I feel the most. And that's also why I have a little band. Secondly, we have abductors. This is what my coach just recently threw in there. These are new to my program, but again, as you heard me saying, I struggle to feel any glute engagement. So that exercise helps so much with a mind to muscle connection. And then we have some belt squats. These mother freakers, I love them. I hate them. They hurt so good, but also since I'm so lean right now, it freaking hurts. Usually I'll take my sweatshirt off and wrap the belt around my hips, and I didn't have the special little belt that I like using that doesn't hurt as much there. So that was the little roadblock that I had to get through to navigate through that. But moving on, we have some leg extensions. Sometimes I like to do sissy squats in place of these, and that's actually what I'm supposed to be doing, but the sissy squat machine is unfortunately broken. So we have swapped them out for leg extensions, and man, oh man, these just freaking burn. Usually I like doing a drop set by the end of it, and it hurts to walk. Then we have seated leg curls. My gymnastics coach would be, freaking out here with the flexed feet and everything, but it helps with engagement, trying to go a little bit slower, and again, pushing to failure. And then I feel like SpongeBob with the little stick and marshmallows right here, if you know what I'm saying. I can put a little picture for those of you who don't know the reference. But we got Bulgarian split squats. Usually I do dumbbells, but I like doing Smith machine. Again, it's been better for I feel like for stability wise, I like doing a single dumbbell to help with stability, but it's just been a struggle recently. And again, I just didn't want to take time to set it up. So Smith machine it was. Well, we're on our way home. I was at the gym for a while. I walked for a good bit. Usually I got all my steps in for the day. Usually, I hit them by the end of the day with my husband after dinner, and we crushed it. It's not even 1 o'clock yet, and we got 12,000 steps, 70 minutes of cardio, a leg day, got some work done. Gonna go home, eat, shower, and knock off more things on my to-do list, which is laundry, sweeping, and prepping for the cleaners tomorrow morning. Yeah. Also, this is kind of another thing that I wanted to briefly chitty chat about. I just made a post. I'm honestly I am just reflecting on it holy crap, I can't believe that was me. There was a year and a half between the first video and the last video, and I used to think my body wasn't allowed to lose body fat, my hormones were against me, everything was against me. No, that is simply not true. I got guidance from a coach who then learned my body almost better than I know myself. And he is level-headed, and man, oh man, I am just so grateful to have somebody to help guide me through a season, a short season when it's relative to the long picture, a short season of unbalance to be able to have and get to be in a body where I am comfortable for the rest of my life. Even some of my clients commented on that, and they were like, can we just talk about the joy, the smile that's on your face and the radiating joy that you have from the first video to the last? Yeah, dude, it's because I feel so much more confident. I feel at home in my body. I don't feel like I am trapped in my body. I don't feel like I have to constantly hide. I genuinely feel so much better in my skin. And the crazy part is yes, I'm on prep now, but one of the last videos, I was eating over 2,000 calories and doing minimal cardio, and I looked leaner than I was when I was on stage, which is insane because I honored the reverse and I stuck with the freaking plan despite how my feelings were. And I got to that point because it came from a place of wanting to steward my body well. That's the difference. I had a whole podcast episode talking about this, especially in my relationship with food. I did the whole binging thing. I did the whole restricting thing. It's not fun. And I wasn't delivered from that until I literally surrendered to the Lord. And it goes to the idea that people are like, you're more tied down than ever, following more rules, etc. if you're a Christian. No, that is so far from the freaking truth, dude. So far from the truth. There are these parameters on you for your protection. I'm going on a full tangent right now, but I'm just so passionate about it because I wish I could shake people. Hey, Copper. I wish I could just shake people and let them listen, but a lot of times, you have to be in the position to be able to receive it, and a lot of people aren't. But I just, heck, I'll throw up the video here. I am just so grateful. I am so grateful to have a coach that helped guide me. I'm so grateful to be able to surrender to the Lord. I'm so grateful for the Lord meeting me where I'm at. I'm so grateful for a husband that helped lead me through this. I would love to do a full fitness journey video because it is insane, genuinely. I try to say this humbly, but it is just the Lord did a number on my fitness journey, and it wasn't until I literally surrendered all of it and stopped idolizing fitness and focus more on wanting to steward my body well and my resources well, not just in terms of my body. That's when everything changed and my mindset had shifted, and that also my life wasn't consumed by fitness. It was fitness complements it, but it is not my whole life at all. I love bodybuilding, but it is not my identity. Fitness is not my identity anymore, and it used to be. And that was a kind of tough place to be. I would never wish that on anybody, but that's where so many people are. And I think that fitness in the gym is easily one of the lowercase g gods and idols, one of the biggest idols that people deal with, and it is the most dismissed. But y'all ain't ready for that conversation. Same thing with food. Ooh, y'all ain't ready for that conversation. I'll save that for another time, maybe a podcast episode, and I might film it for my little journey video. But if you guys want to see that video, comment below. I'd love to post it for you guys because it's going to be a long one, but I want to sprinkle in as many golden nuggets as I possibly can for y'all to hopefully like have you guys be able to take something away from it and have a life-changing encounter like myself.